Well, hi there. I'm verified Algo trading champion Kevin Davey. And today I'm going to give you an Algo entry that works. So let's get started. Okay, today's entry is based on the candlestick pattern of a hammer and hanging man. And simply put, what you're going to do is buy the hammer and you're going to sell short when the hanging man shows up. Now, some of you might want to understand this a little better. This is from lightfinance.org, so you can check out some of their material for descriptions of some of these candlesticks. But you can see basically what a hanging man looks like and what a hammer looks like. So a hammer is really the end of a downtrend, and then it starts going up, and the hanging man's the exact opposite. So that in visual terms is what those particular entries look like. Now, if you look at the code for it, again, this is TradeStation easy language, which I use in all my videos. There's a function called hammer hanging man, which you enter the length for the period that you're going to evaluate the average price and the average body size over, and also a factor, which is a body multiplier. And I won't get into the details of it. You'd have to dig into that function to see what it's doing. But what you do is you call that function, and if it returns a hammer, which hammer equals 1, that means, hey, there's a hammer pattern, you simply buy. And then if it says, oh no, there's a hanging man, you sell short. And there's no other filters or conditions with that. That's it. Okay. So I wanted to see what that looks like. And you get an idea. You can kind of see this where it starts to come down. Then it goes short. It's a hanging man. That trade didn't work out too good. But a little later on, you can see it. The market comes down, then starts to come back up. That's the hammer. Okay. I used 10 different values of length, 10 different values of that body factor. So I had 100 iterations. And so what I'm looking for here is it's a robustness test, really. I want to try different combinations, and I want most of those combinations, those 100 combinations, to give a profit. And if it doesn't, it tells me, well, maybe it's okay in some really rare cases, but I'm looking for something that's robust, that, hey, I can change the length around and still get profitable results, okay? And that's all I'm looking for in this test. And that, again, as I mentioned in other entry videos, which you might have seen, all it does is it just says, hey, you could have a good entry. There's a lot more to it test-wise, but this is at least a start. And here are the results from 2018 to 2023, so that's 5 years. And you can see that ES, the day session of ES, was the best. And then there's some other ones, silver, platinum, rough rice. There's the mini NASDAQ. Altogether, it works in 30 different markets. You can see the bar sizes across the top where it does work. Anywhere there's a 1, it worked on that combination. So, for example, it worked with the Mexican peso at 14.40 minute. But it didn't work Mexican peso with the other bar sizes I tested. Again, this is just kind of gives you a sense that, hey, it does work in a bunch of different markets. It doesn't tell you that, oh, this is the strategy. This will definitely work when you do walk forward testing and Monte Carlo testing. It doesn't tell you any of that. It just gives you a basis to say, hey, there could be something here. It's worth testing a little further. Okay? And if you, in this video, and if you watch my other entry videos, you've probably noticed that I tend to keep entries, and when I test exits, I keep them pretty simple. And this is kind of neat because it just says, hey, a simple candlestick can work. Remember, all I did here was just test it for the hammer and hanging man. There were no other filters, no ADX or RSI or stochastics or anything else. It was just that candlestick pattern. That was it. And it seemed to work. That's nice because keeping strategy simple is one way to get success with your trading. The interesting thing, I also have a video on my YouTube channel where I talk about strategy development, where I say, hey, don't go the simple route in developing your strategy. And what I mean by that is developing a strategy takes a lot of work and a lot of testing, but when you build the strategy itself, that should be pretty simple. Don't add 20 rules and conditions and, oh, Monday I want to do this, Tuesday this, Wednesday this, and the beginning of the month it's this, end of the month it's something else. You're just going to curve fit. The other thing I do here that you probably noticed is the entries were long and short. It was the exact opposite. Hammer, one direction, hanging man, the other direction. So I like to keep things symmetric. And that's it. So hopefully this helped you out. Give it a try. See what you think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll make more. All right. I'm Kevin Davey signing out.